G'day, I'm Josh Niland from St. Peter Restaurant here in Paddington. Today I'm going to be cleaning up a Spanish mackerel so that we can hook it up and put it in our fish fridge. So in front of me I've got a really beautiful line caught Spanish mackerel that's been caught by Mark Ether. So brain spiked in the head, looked after, well pampered, got a pillow in the box for it. It's beautiful. And all I'm going to be doing today is not so much filleting the fish, but more just cleaning it up in readiness for it to sit in our shelf on the hook so that we can get a little bit more intensity to the flavour of the fish. So just using a small knife, I go into what's I suppose called the bottom of the fish, so just here, and using just the very tip of the knife, just a small amount that we don't puncture the gut, we go in and channel our way along the line that's already been drawn for us, and we go all the way up. This part here between the wings gets a little bit tricky, so you have to force in a little bit more and go all the way to the top. So we open the cavity and you get the first look of what a fish gut looks like, which, you know, at times isn't pleasant, but then other times you get some really beautiful things in here that you can serve as a dish of its own. So for example, the liver, the roe, oftentimes the sperm. Doesn't sound delicious, but we can make it delicious. So we just clean that up a little bit. Then, changing now to scissors, I go in and I just cut the top of the gills here. So snip off, so that's freed that up. And then inside here, I'll just turn it around so we can have a look. Oop, sharp teeth. So we've cut the gill away from the top part, and then we're opening up this, and we're just going to cut this away to free up the gill, so that we can remove the gills and the gut all in one piece, and it's a lot cleaner process. We go back to the knife now, and I'm just going to loosen up. There's a membrane between the gill and the wing of the fish that we can take away. Like that. Quite challenging doing it this way around. So, now we just pull the gills with a little force. Quite graphic, really. And we get that as far as we can, and then we can go back to a scissor and just trim out the bottom of the gut. So that there is the Spanish mackerel gut, and comprised of many things: the gills, the heart. We've got a beautiful liver here, which we'll probably put on toast, and then into more organs and bits that I haven't defined just yet, haven't tried eating yet. And then down here, these beautiful roe sacks that we're going to bury in salt, and then we'll use for another purpose as well. So definitely not worth putting in the bin. We're going to keep this and turn it into something really special. So that's that. So just after taking the gills out, I can show you, and the gut, sorry. If you take it out in that one motion, we've almost got a fish that's already quite clean. So the membrane here with the blood behind it still intact, which means that I don't have to remove all of this blood out of here. If I did puncture that membrane, then I'd have to go along with a toothbrush and scrub it out, which is painful and arduous. So we're just going to take quite a lot of paper towel now and give it a really good wipe down, just to be sure that there's no blood on any of the flesh of the fish. But basically it's got its own waterproofing inside, and as long as none of that's punctured and it's nice and dry and clean, then you'll have a fish which can sit on that hook in the cool room for up to 14 days if required. But basically we're just trying to find the sweet spot by hanging it up, because maybe what we've found is day 5, day 6 for a Spanish mackerel on the hook is like really special. Not to say that if we cooked a piece of this right now it wouldn't be special, it's just we're trying to get a little bit more definition in the flavour so that we can pair it better with a vegetable. So that's it there. We can rig him up with our hook, then off to the fridge.
Brought to you by Cookers, the future of cooking oils.